Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. Hi, Craig Dixon, Boudica, Cheryl 522, Kiba Lion, Jodine Johnson, Linda Golf. I'm sorry, I said golf. Sorry, Linda Golf. I hope everyone is well. Rebecca Gilberto. Today is Thursday. Oh, by the way, I have some slots open for later. So if anyone would like to talk to me or reading for me, I should say, please feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. I'm sure it's below the video. Okay. Having said that, the major topic this morning, it feels like to me, is the the big three, the strike that's looming over the head of the big three. I feel like saying they have to be careful because I'm seeing people in the streets. So they may strike, but not for very long, because Biden is going to jump into the fray, because I'm seeing people walking with their signs. And also, and they are right, the union leaders, the way the corporate executives, these guys are making millions already, and they're getting 40% pay raises, and you don't expect the people who actually go on the floor full of grease and everything else to do the job, and you penny pinching them. How do these people expect to get away with this? I don't get it. So the reason why I'm saying this, I heard about that yesterday, but it feels like to me the union leaders are dug in. They're not going to give up. And what I feel may move the ball is Biden or someone from the administration, but they have their political thing going as well. Movement, or not movement, but challenges going as well when it comes to both parties. And as we know, Biden is a union guy. In any event, the way I am seeing the union leaders digging the heels, they are ready to go out, but because there is so much at stake, the government is going to step in and save the day. I don't feel it's going to last very long. That's my prediction. The executives sense that, and they know they don't have. Well, the union leaders have made a better case about why they should get 40% raise too. I don't think they're going to get that, but at least over time. And the other thing is, the union may get something, okay, but 4 years from now, it's where the auto industry is. Because as I was thinking about that yesterday afternoon, because I was listening to the union leader talk on TV. There are changes coming that has to do with automation, AI, and all those things. Yes, they may give those guys some money today. I'm not saying they're wrong. Okay, they are. I'm not talking about saying the union workers are wrong. I'm saying in the long run, they have to watch out for those executives, because yes, they give you $10 today, and you think you're doing fine, and down the road a little bit, you lose your job or something happens to pull the rug from under you. So there is a balancing act. I'm sorry, this won't take a balancing act. something else is going to have to be done to protect the job of those workers. That's what I'm saying. But my prediction is the union leaders are dug in. The executives are concerned because they know they don't have the moral high ground. They will cede. It feels like to me Biden will jump in and do something about this. That's the way I am getting it. But it feels like to me we may get a strike. It may not last long. It may last a couple of hours or something. But yeah, they're ready to go. That's my prediction. The other thing is, I told you guys there will be a fight among Republicans, and we are watching it unfold right now. And McCarthy is such a liar. You can never, well, even people in his caucus, the way he goes about lying, he does it every day, and we watch him. People in his caucus don't trust him either. That's the problem McCarthy has. All of us know that there's that one word, you know what I mean, that was repeated according to the news media. They had a meeting, and that word was thrown around as if no problems between Matt Gaetz and McCarthy. It feels like to me McCarthy will have the upper hand. Gaetz is just arrogant, a rich little guy. Okay. I don't think he can fight. He can go on TV and play big, but people don't have much respect in the caucus for Gaetz. That's what it feels like to me. McCarthy carried much more weight than Gaetz does. That's the way I am getting it. Marjorie Taylor Greene is Trump mouthpiece. There's a lot of negative feelings towards her in there. So what we are seeing right now is just the beginning. It's going to get a lot worse. That's my prediction. I might have made a mistake about the 19th. The judge, well, maybe I shouldn't say a mistake. I did not know Judge McAfee was the one that was deciding about the 19th. I just messed up. But as we know, Cheeseburger and that lady will be tried separately than the rest. But a lot of people, maybe that's why I saw it, I'm getting it that way. I don't feel it's going to make a difference. I understand. I was watching this morning, they were talking about, Trump attorneys, they're going to watch how Fani goes about prosecuting those two, and then they're going to adjust the defense, the way they approach about defending Trump and the other 17. But what I am getting, please, those of you who are more familiar with the law than I am, because I know nothing about it, it's like my friends and I, we steal a car, okay? But they try my friends first. We got the car, we stole the car, nothing can change that. So regardless of how the DA decides to prosecute my two friends before they prosecuted me, or they prosecute one, and then they prosecute my friend and I, the facts remain the same. And it seems like to me, that's the way Fani Willis, she didn't want, I heard her yesterday, I believe I mentioned her, I said she's gonna be okay as far as the 19th. But the way I am getting her, it doesn't matter whether, she would like to keep the 19th because she has her approach, but she anticipates as well the breakup. That's when I was focusing on her yesterday and this morning, after I heard they gave Cheeseburger and that lady, they separate them. I didn't know about that. Sorry. But anyway, I was thinking in terms of fighting, like, those who want to move their cases to federal court. Sorry. Anyway, but the way I'm getting funny, it doesn't make any difference. Okay? So let's see what happens. But, I still wouldn't be surprised. As I'm saying this, for some reason, I wouldn't be surprised if all 19 go together. We'll see what happens. Because I can confuse time. I am looking for Trump or different group. I'm not seeing different groups. I don't know why I'm seeing one group. I mean, all 19. So, but my prediction is it doesn't matter to Fani, because as I was focusing on her and her approach on how she's going to try these people, that's what I keep getting. The analogy that I gave you about the car thieves. Regardless of what you do, we are guilty of stealing the car. So there is no getting out of it. That's the way I am getting Fani Willis. If that's a bad analogy, please let me know as well. That's the best way I could put it from a non-lawyer's point of view. Okay, let me see if there are any questions, and then we'll move to Jules. Is Trump given a separate trial in Georgia? Not Trump himself. What happened was Judge McAfee, because Cheeseburger and that lady asked for a speedy trial, and according to what I hear in the news, they have the right to ask for a speedy trial in Georgia. So they are getting a speedy trial, and Trump says he relinquished his right to have a speedy trial, and so did a whole bunch of others. So, and me, I got the whole thing confused, sorry. But now I'm looking at it, I still see one bunch of people. I don't know how that's going to work, but if it changes, if I see two groups, I'll let you guys know. But yes, Trump and 16 defendants together, and then Cheeseburger and that lady, the Kraken, I forget her name. I remember Kraken, but I don't remember her name. They get to go first, but I'm still seeing one group. So let's see what happens. I wanted to, as I was speaking to you, I was trying to see, if I see, different groups of people being tried. I'm not getting it. So I'm going to stick to the picture I'm seeing. If it changes, I'll let you guys know. But I would, regardless of how, if it's 2 or 3 or whatever, maybe that's why I'm seeing at one group. It doesn't matter to Fani Willis. That's the way I'm getting it. So yes, Joel, they separate the Kraken and Cheeseburger from Trump. We'll see if that's helpful to them. I don't think so. All right, let's see. Okay. There is, 1 second. Do you guys, yesterday I mentioned the meeting between Kim and Putin and a body language expert. His name is Further James, and I just wrote something. I just copied and pasted in my journal something. Somebody interviewed him. He's a body language expert, and he was explaining. Remember, guys, I told you Putin is doing this because he's basically in a hard spot. And this gentleman basically said exactly the same thing. As a body language expert, I didn't even see the meeting, the physical meeting of the people. But I know since the day before yesterday, Kim Jong-un was on his way there, and that's what I was getting. But he said he was describing the Putin's facial expressions, the way he's, when you're talking to somebody and you go like this, he said that could indicate tension or a sign of rejection. And to me, it's not tension, it's rejection. Putin does not want to be on the same level. Like I said yesterday, he considers himself at the level of Biden and Xi. Now he's dealing with this guy because he has to. And then he made another observation that was Putin kept swallowing his saliva and his lip movement. He said that suggests inattention. It's because, yes, the inattention, it feels like to me, had to do with he didn't like to be in the position of having to deal with Kim Jong-un because he doesn't have a high any respect for Kim Jong-un. He thinks, like I told you guys yesterday, he thinks Kim Jong-un is a junior partner. I'm not going to go any further about reading this, but I wanted to mention, because Putin, it feels like to me, Kim Jong-un was happy. Somebody's putting him on the world stage. Anything, makes him feel good. But Putin doesn't like it at all. That's why I mentioned this. Someone who's an expert in body language, and like I said, don't worry about it. This thing is just baloney. Don't worry about it. And another thing I wanted to mention that I told you before, within the next 5 years, this whole BRICS thing they are talking about is going to come out to nothing. There is already major disagreement among the BRICS, whatever countries. Okay? And it's because they either can't agree or some of them want you to be able to use multiple currencies. There is no agreement on it, and they're already frustration and tension is developing already among the participants. Okay? And let me tell you, intuitively, I feel it's only going to get worse from here. That's my prediction. So, according to the article where I read that from, what I just told you, that there's frustration and all kinds of stuff going on behind the scenes, it was an article that I read yesterday. And now, one second. Okay. I'll go to my first. Okay, I mentioned the BRICS because it was connected to the Putin stuff. They are the same type of people. Trump behind the scenes, because of Marjorie Greens and Matt Gaetz and these people he has, and a few others in Congress. Anna Webb said, Milu also, Putin couldn't keep his foot still while conversing with Kim Jong-un. Yes, you're right. I saw a short video because they were, I think a doctor, somebody was talking about he could not keep his left leg steady. So yes, I read that. Thank you for posting it. But I was thinking I did not see, a doctor, somebody was talking about him, Putin moving his feet. There's a short video on Twitter, so I even forgot about that. But you're right. Thank you for posting that. Okay, let's see. Now, let's move on to the Trump saga that I feel is going on. There is a major push from Trump towards his MAGA supporters in the House. There's a tremendous amount of pressure being applied. And that's causing Trump, first of all, he wants Biden impeached, and Marjorie Taylor Greene is all in. I'm sure the others are as well. He wants the budget, basically throw a monkey wrench in our economy so they can blame Biden just long enough to cause economic chaos so people can blame Biden. Okay? And everything else that Trump feels he can influence, I feel he's going to lose. Because I'm going to bring Mitt Romney into the situation as we speak. There's a book coming out. And by the way, Marjorie Taylor Greene promised Trump she's going to make it excruciatingly painful and long for Biden and his family. This woman, that's how stupid she is. She, everything she does, she thinks it's only one way. People are just going to sit there and take it. Big mistake. She's never played in this arena before. She's about to find out. And just like Trump, who never thought he would face a monster, that monster is the American government. He always thought he would get away with all his shenanigans, stealing. All of a sudden, it's not happening. I feel Mitt Romney leaving or announcing his retirement, the book that's coming out, is going to have a major influence on the 2024 campaign and also on other Republicans. It's going to reflect very, very bad. We're going to find information that we don't know about yet. In fact, according to an excerpt from that book, I did not read it. I should have read it, but I'm worried in doing a couple of other things. I didn't have a chance. I'm sorry, but you know what? I'm an intuitive. I can tell you, I can tell you the essence of what's in the book. In any event, and I mentioned to you guys before, there are things that are going to come out we know nothing about yet. One thing I read that Mitt Romney told McConnell something about make sure certain things are protected because of the threats that Mitt Romney told. Well, he basically conveyed to McConnell that they have to make sure that senators and others in the Capitol or in the Senate building are protected, and McConnell didn't answer. And I'm not implying here at all, because I don't see a link between McConnell and January 6th. There's no way he was going to expose himself for Trump doing something illegal. Yes, he will vote for Trump. He will install as many judges Trump was sending to him, but that's about it, because those will serve his purpose. The information that are going to come out on that book is going to cause a lot of senators and a lot of decent people who have been silent in Congress and in the Senate to speak up. And the way he spoke about, well, according to the excerpt from The Atlantic, oh my God, if I were, those guys are shameless. So J.D. Vance, he said he can't stand J.D. Vance because of the way he liked J.D. Vance, because before J.D. Vance went for the Senate, he was against Trump, and all of a sudden the way he changed his stripes, all of a sudden he's Mr. MAGA. So those things. But my prediction is all those things that you see Trump doing behind the scenes, I'm making a connection here, okay? That's the pressure campaign Trump is on is putting a lot of stress on Congress. Okay. Plus, this book that's coming out, telling everyone, basically, he's recounting what happened, what he knew. That's going to create other opportunities for Jack Smith and other investigators to find out about any new allegations from that book. It's going to create more headache for Trump, and more dirt is going to come out about Trump, and more dirt about people in the House, because they did not expect where we are today, Trump with the potential, facing the potential of going to prison or even going to trial. So they were all giddy and let it all hang out, just like those people who the foot soldiers on January 6th, they were posting all their activities from inside the Capitol. They were posting them all over social media. They never thought today they would be facing jail or are in jail. It's the same thing for all these people, representatives, like the Nunes of this world, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Boebert, texting 1776. I would not be surprised, as I'm saying this, that Jack Smith has interviewed some of these people. But that book, just like I remember, guys, I told you, every time Jack Smith pulls the threads, 10 more bodies, come down and he has to keep chasing. Well, that book is going to do the same thing, it feels like to me. This is going to be, well, if I were, this guy is shameless, J.D. Vance, he's not as shameless as Trump. But a lot of people are not going to look very good. They all want, like to be respected, and they know this is not going to be very good for the Republican Party, it feels like to me. I'm going to buy the book. But all those things together is going to be another weight on Trump's shoulders that's going to sink him. None of this is good for Trump. And the pressure that he's putting, thinking that that's not a desperate move, thinking that if he makes Biden look bad, it's better for him. That's not going to work. In fact, it's already failed because everyone is calling it a lie. But they're going to continue pushing, like somebody suggested, and you never know. When you're dealing with desperate people, they do desperate things. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to create do something illegal, because I'm seeing other legal situations for people like Marjorie Taylor Greene and those people who are doing everything they can behind the scenes to put Trump back in the White House. I feel like saying there are a lot worse things to come, things that we don't know about yet that are going to come to light. And this is going to be embarrassing for the Republican Party. And the reason why, when I say embarrassing, I mean that is not going to help them win anything in the 2024 race, because people's attitude towards the party, just what I'm being shown, there is a group of people, they call themselves Republicans against Trump, something like that, okay? As I'm talking about what's coming for Republicans, that's what I am seeing. A lot of people who are Republican right now, they're going to turn on Trump, the MAGA movement, the DeSantis of the world, okay? And it's going to paint the Republican Party, those who are left in there, in a very bad light. And 2024 is going to be a hot mess for them. That's my prediction. This is not helping them in any way. And basically Romney, I'm not taking his side piece. I don't like his policies, his politics, okay? But I am glad, however late, he's coming out, recounting, telling the story about what happened and what he knows. And it's not going to bode well for any of them. McConnell is not looking good already because he didn't reply, he didn't break any law. I'm sure he had his lawyers telling him what to do. Let me tell you intuitively, as I'm saying this, I'm getting it. The reason why McConnell did not reply. He didn't know which way or if Trump was going to be able to remain in power. And I've said this before, so I can feel my conscience is clear. Okay, I'm not just saying this today. I said everyone, like McConnell, McCarthy, Meadow, all those people, okay, they would have been very happy if Trump was able to pull January 6th. It just didn't work. And then, so intuitively, I feel like saying the reason why Trump did not reply to Mitt Romney is because he wanted to keep, so to speak, his powder dry. He didn't want to jump on the bandwagon and do anything. That's what it feels like to me. He wanted to see if Trump would succeed, and it failed. That's the best way I know. Some of you, know a lot better about how these things work than I do. But intuitively, that's the way I am getting it. That's why a lot of them, they didn't do anything. It's not because of anything else. It's all, and it has to do with self-interest. And that's one of the things that Romney is talking about in his book. These people no longer believe in the Constitution. But you know something, guys? Do you guys remember when that video I put where Republicans taking this country? I did not put it that way. That's what as I was either listening to this on TV or reading it, because like right now I'm having difficulties these days trying to figure out, okay, did I hear this on TV or saw a video on the internet or read it? Sorry about that. But I lost my train of thought, but the point I'm trying to make is they're not going to look good at this. Did somebody know what I was trying to say? I'm seeing some pictures and I lost track what I was saying. But anyway, Mitt Romney, okay, he's simply saying what he knows, and it's not going to look good for McConnell. Okay. But all of these people, if things went well, they would have been too happy to embrace Trump. McConnell would have been too happy to continue to install judges. And his Republican policies, whatever they are. That's intuitively, that's what I feel. As I scroll down, Andrea McDonald says, Milo, is it possible those two kids decide to withdraw the speedy trial request? That could explain the one trial you're saying. Yes, it is, because somebody spoke about that. Thank you for posting this. I didn't make the connection, but you have a point. It may be why I'm getting one. Okay, but let's see. I'll keep an eye on it. But yes, I heard somebody said that they can just drop the whole thing. They said to the judge, okay, we don't want to go by ourselves anymore. Oh, you know why? Now that I remember, one of those experts, legal experts, said the volume of information that the lawyers have to get prepared. That's why they were saying they may not have enough time to do it, and then the schedule changed. That's why they said that. Thank you for posting this. Okay. Let's see. Let me see. I think I have a couple of things people ask me. MK is asking, will Hunter win the lawsuit? I don't know. I don't know who Hunter is suing, but if Hunter is suing somebody, trust me, there's a very good chance he'll win. Oh, I think I know who Hunter is suing. Somebody from the Trump administration who has been a pen on his side. There's a very good chance he's going to win that, because when I was reading it yesterday, and that person is not the only person Hunter Biden is going to sue. That guy is going to lose. I can't remember all the technicalities because, like I said, I don't know anything about the law. I have to read it 10 times to remember all the whatever different reasons. Okay, but yeah, that guy is going to lose. That's my prediction. Michael Grant says, Milo, in addition to the federal judges, you have no idea, perhaps you do, what they did to state court judges and proceeding would be shocking. Oh, no, I don't know about every one of them, but I believe me, that's one thing I'm keeping my eyes on as well. I've made this mistake before. The energy of the country, I'm just talking about election now, okay, is with Biden, okay? And I think Biden is coming out smelling like a rose. I don't know how many of you watched Morning Joe this morning, because as I close my eyes, I'm seeing Morning Joe, and they were talking about Biden, his accomplishments, and all of that, okay? The energy is with Biden, or at least it would be more intense to, on Biden's side. But Republicans are cheating and doing everything on their power. So I have to keep an eye on that. I'm going to tell you guys why. When Trump, during the 2016 election, okay, intuitively I felt Hillary was going to win, okay? And I had a vision. Hillary was... There was a podium for the, when you go and give your speech, inauguration speech. Hillary came from the back of the White House, walking towards the podium. Trump was outside. He jumped the fence and got to the podium first. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, this can't work. This can't happen. Not in this country. I was wrong. Okay. So I'm paying attention now more, when it comes to the energy of the country, everyone together who want Biden and Republicans, okay, they've been working and fine-tuning their way of cheating. Just like DeSantis, I don't feel DeSantis won Florida fair and square. I don't think so. And every day that goes by, in fact, this morning I read this guy has been accepting gifts and stuff like that, and people don't know about them. According to the news, this guy there's a very good chance he may find himself in big trouble, accepting airplane ride, dinners, all those things from his major donors. And I've said before, he's going to find himself in trouble, legal trouble. So, but we know Republicans what they do, and believe me, let me say this: if you see a slight level of confidence in Trump becoming president of this country again, it's because he knows what's going on behind the scenes, what Republicans are trying to do to get him back in the White House. It's not because he's going to win fair and square. It's the cheating that we have to keep our eyes on. That's what Trump is counting on. And he couldn't do it on January 6th. I mean, on 2020. Him and Leonard Leo and these type of people, Elon Musk and company, will try to give it to him next time. Intuitively, that's what I feel. That's why if you see a little glimmer of hope in Trump's eyes, or when he posts those stuff, it's because he knows what's going on behind the scenes. Yeah. And we know. Look at, this guy, he knows he's lying. And that's where Jack Smith is going to nail him. He knew he lost. He's been lying since 2020. That's going to be one of the major traps. I don't know exactly how Jack Smith is going to present it, but it's not going to look very good for Trump. Among things that, all the information that are about to come out from Mitt Romney. That's my prediction. Okay. Oh my God. Time is flying. Joel Tishon says, will the Supreme Court rule on Social Security? I don't know anything about Social Security in the Supreme Court. I'm sure they will, but I have no idea about that. I will find out about it, and I'll give you the answer tomorrow. I don't know anything about Social Security being in front of the Supreme Court. Okay. Somebody asked me a question about, one second. Oh, by the way, Trump is selling, don't be surprised. I told you guys Trump is going to suffer some losses. It seems like the Saudis are thinking of purchasing some of his properties because of the Gulf thing, that whole live thing yeah. So, 1 second. Somebody asked me a question. I said I was going to answer it, but I can't find it. I'll do it tomorrow. I don't remember which one it was. I wanted to answer the person today, but I can't. I'll put it in red and I'll answer it tomorrow. Let me see. Mars S says, Milo, do you see Colorado, Alabama, and other states will have Trump's name taken off the presidential candidate? I doubt it. I'm not seeing that yet. I don't feel, if you're talking about the 14th Amendment stuff, I said that before, my friend, it is possible, but I don't feel that's what's going to knock Trump off that stuff. It's the investigations, the trial, and everything. That's what's going to do Trump in. That's what it feels like to me. Okay, my nose is getting running. I have a fan right above me, and I just shaved my head, so it's cold. I mean, it's not cold. It's a little cool. I don't know why it makes my nose run. Okay, sorry about that. And the tissue is over there. I think I know what the person asked me. Something about Medicare for all, or something that has to do with healthcare for all. Somebody asked me that yesterday. That's what I wanted to answer, and I didn't see it. As you guys know, I don't see 90% of the questions that are being asked. I feel like saying yes, but not until Congress and the Senate comes under Democratic hands. All three branches of government and under Democratic, all three branches of government are under Democratic hands, yes, that is one of the things that will be done, and also abortion as well. So, yeah. Let's see. Judge Matthew, I didn't know Trump said that. Judge Matthew says, well, he did say that the Saudis would pay anything for his properties. Well, they are about to pay anything for his properties. And it's because he's having some cash issues. You remember, guys, I told you, well, he's going to get some good money for them. But the Saudis don't want to throw their money. They don't want to throw their monies away either. So Trump is not going to get, let's say, for example, he's expecting $10 for a property. The Saudis probably will give him five or seven, because they know if the property is worth $4, he's not going to get 100% of what he expects. So let's see what happens. Okay. Let's see. All right. I think this is it, friends. I don't see any more questions, and time is flying. Okay, friends. Thank you very much for spending time with me. Thank you, Chat Paniters, for your help. Run Unconditional Love, Shazamo, and everyone else that's helping me. I appreciate it. And I want to thank everyone for your patience, with me going through this ad stuff that I'm trying to work with YouTube on. Thank you for your patience. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmilo.com. Or if you would like to talk to me today, I have some slots open, or tomorrow. Please feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. If you like the channel, please subscribe, and also don't forget to tap on the notification bell. Please give me a thumbs up. That would help me a lot. Again, everyone, thank you for your help. Thank you for your support. Thank you, chat monitors. I appreciate it. I will see you all tomorrow. Till then, bye.